Hey, I know, it has been quite a while. It's like, why are you wearing your rain suit? Because it's been raining, dudes. It has been pouring at times, just absolutely coming down. Luckily, I was driving in it and I didn't need to put on all this to be out in it. It stopped by the time I got back to camp, and then another wave just came through, thunder, lightning. It was wonderful. Hopefully, we're done with that for the evening, because dinner time is creeping up on us and we got to feed the team, because I'm hanging out here in La Posa South, which is just across the 95 from where I hang out. I'm like 3 miles from my camp. But I've been over here in this area a lot. My friend Ann and Corbett hang out here, and I've been hanging out with them because they're just amazingly delightful women. And I've been helpful, and through some mutual contacts and stuff, I've been actually able to score a gig. There's still details to work out and equipment to receive and yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to save that for later when it's an actually done deal and it's all a reality. But know for right now that things are looking up. I was able to help a friend with a sorting project, and she slid some money my way for doing that. So, you know, that was mad money, and I was able to get my oil change and necessary things. Then I bought just a few little things to perk up my rig. I'm creating a Sistine Chapel on my ceiling. I discovered 3x5 flags fit pretty reasonably, 3 of them across the ceiling of my rig. So I'm trying to figure out how to get them up there permanently, nicely, and without a whole bunch of fuss. So that's a project for this coming week, working on the logistics of all that. So I'm excited because that's going to put a pop of color where right now there's just nothing but black insulation. Yes, it's keeping me warm, but I want some color and some ooh, and yeah. So it's going to happen. I'm kind of excited about that. And it hardly cost a thing. So it's just a wonderful option for me to just perk the joint up. Also, I wanted to let you know there are still angels out here at the LTVA. I was hanging out with my friend today, Margie, over at her camp. Well, actually, not even in the LTVA. They're up on Plamosa, which is also an awesome area to stay. Check that out if you don't want to fork out bucks for down here. And we were just sitting there chit-chatting after breakfast, and I noticed a friend of hers walking our way, and he says to me that a guy stopped by yesterday looking for me. Ooh, not my camp. Owed me some money, so here you go. Here's what he gave me to give you. And he starts walking away. It's like, well, Margie saw what he had slipped me, so she ran after him and delayed him and gave him a big old hug, and I was able to catch up to him, and we exchanged some weird-a-trees. Yeah, like pleasantries, but I'm weird, so they were weird-a-trees. But he knew I appreciated his gift. Very generous gift. Very, very sweet, sweet man. But I've had a few people out here over the last couple of months just gift me. And that has really just blown my mind. It's like, do I deserve this? People just giving willingly of what they have to help me get through what I have. And then pick up this potentially paying gig, assuming everything works out right, and we can get the Postal Service to remove their heads from their rectums. We'll get this ironed out. So I'm super excited about what the future holds. I've got 1 more month paid for here at the LTVA. I can leave earlier if it gets too bloomin' hot, because I have an option, actually a couple of options of somewhere to go. So I'm going to be heading back west to California and crashing with some friends for the summer until October, when I start getting my Social Security and I can hit the road with a few bucks in my pocket and actually go somewhere and have some fun and catch up with folks and do things that are neat rather than, hanging out in one place. I mean, I love where I'm going. Don't get me wrong. The girls I'm going to be hanging out with are the bomb. But my other friends are having adventures too, and that's what being a nomad is about, is jumping in your rig and going wherever the heck you want, when you want. You're the boss. And so I can't wait to be bossy again with a couple of bucks behind it to back me up. But until then, I have trimmed my budget to such a wee extent that the modest little income I'm going to be getting from Social Security is going to seem like $1,000,000 a month. So I'll have an emergency stash finally, because you have to have some emergency funds set aside. Rigs break down. Shit happens. You got to deal with it, and you got to be able to afford to deal with it on the spot. Because I don't have credit cards. I just got what's in the bank, what might be in my pocket, a little pinch I'm reserving in Venmo, that sort of thing. But that's it. That's all I got. So I got to make sure I extend all that as much as I can, and I shall. So I have pretty much everything I need at this point. I have food angels out here. Oh my gosh. From 2 different sources, one known, one unknown. And that's driving me nuts. I think it was you, Joy. I'll get back to you in a sec. Hang tight. But I have received bags of groceries and paper goods and wipes and things like that, stuff that you need out here. And they're helping me extend my budget so that I don't have to waste money on food, because they're hooking me up with food. I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my angels. I now have a totally stuffed fridge and a pantry that's overflowing. So thank you. Stop. I am good. You have taken such wonderful care of me. Thank you very much. But I don't need any more grocery angels at this time, because I've got to start whittling down a bit. Because within the next 4 weeks, I got to get everything I own into that van. Ooh, that's a daunting proposition. I'm going to be getting rid of stuff again. Because I do have a lot of stuff. I mean, it's all I have in the world, so I've been hanging on to some of my stuff, but I don't need this stuff. I really, really don't. So I have to get rid of it, so I have room in my rig when I'm on the road, when everything I own is inside this little bitty cargo van. I mean, it might seem big by minivan standards, but it's just a cargo van. 110 feet, or 110 inches, I wish, 110 inches, behind the seats to the back door of cargo space. That's all I got. Roughly 55 to 65 inches interior, but it's not much. And everything I own has to get in there, including my bicycle. And then I have to be able to get past all that to get from front seat to bed at night while I'm on the road. Because those are some things, and my loo, I can't block up the shitter. that's a given. So yeah, this is going to be a challenge. I've got to get rid of stuff. I just have to. And it's sad because I have so little stuff left. I'm going to have even littler stuff left, but the trade-off is I'll have a whole heck of a lot more room to work on my new sport. I think I told you guys about it. For the Senior Olympics, it is senior assisted parkour, where you have to get from your front seat to your crapper or your bed when everything you own is in your rig. You can use your hands, that's the assisted, but anything else, you touch it, you knock it over, you get points taken away. So it's flexibility, it is control, it is knowing where you need to place your foot, not put your elbow, all that stuff, because we have little, it's nuts when everything is in your rig and you have stuff like I do. I got the tents so that I can have someplace to go cook, stand up, because in my rig, I'm like this all the time. It's a little tough on your back. So I need to stand up out of the elements, out of whatever. So the tents are an awesome option, and I need that just for my sanity. And I use that term so loosely, but you know what I mean, if nothing else. But I just wanted to share with you guys that things are looking up for me. I have been surrounded by the most amazing souls this year. I've had some downs and some setbacks and stuff, but basically life out here is good. It is super, uber, duper blessed. I am blessed with amazing people in my life. I am to be blessed with acquaintances. I mean, my gift earlier today, I've met this guy, I think twice, just kind of, just superficially. Just, we're in a gang, we're all in our chairs, and he's over there, and just little stuff like that. But God put it on his heart to help me, and he did, with happiness and free will. And that's what it's all about out here. Everybody that can will. And it's amazing who can. I mean, I have not a whole lot, but somebody says, Jinkies, it really would be handy if I had and I'm like, sure, I got one of those. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Boobity, boobity, boom, bang. I've helped somebody. And this person, and that person, and that person. With the little I have, it's still stuff I can help people with. And everybody out here is like that. It's just giving from the heart because we have it. We don't know why we bought it. We don't know why we've been hauling it around for a year or two, but apparently it was for you. So here you go. It's cool. And it is how we roll out here. We're not a bunch of homeless people hanging out in cars because that's all we have. We are nomads. We are free. We have the ability to pick up and go where we want, when we want, circumstances permitting, money and shit like that there. But basically why we're out here is to form a community, a tribe, a family of like-minded people who just want our freedom. We can't do houses anymore, sticks and bricks, towns, cities, big cities, traffic, rush hour. It's just not in our DNA. We need to be out here where everything is wide open, where nature will rain on us, will wind on us, will do whatever the hell she wants because this is her world. We're just living in it. But we're living in it with respect. We are minimalists. We are doing our best to leave a small footprint out here. If we pack it in, we pack it out. We leave a site better than we found it. Unless it's really, really gross, then we say, screw that, I'm going to go find somewhere else because we ain't your mamas, bitches. If you're out here and you leave a trashy mess behind, somebody's got to pick that up. You're not an adult. You're not cool. Don't do that. If you want to leave a mess, go hang out in mom's backyard. Leave it there. Let her pick it up. Okay, she's been picking up after you all your life. Out here, we're grown-ass folks. We can do adulting. We can be responsible. But we know how to have fun and socialize and make friends and solid friends and wonderful friends. That is what this life is all about. Experiencing life, not just the rat race. Life as it should be. Helping each other, making this world a better place, one new friend at a time. And that's what we're doing. And I love it. And I have hope. I have a future. I have some income coming in. Hey, you guys share the crap out of me and tell all your friends to subscribe. One of these days I'll get monetized. Who knows? But for now, I'm just taking the blessings that God is giving me. I am thanking Him profusely for them. And I wanted to let you know that miracles are still happening. They're small. Don't look for a parting of the Red Sea. Look for somebody's heart saying, I love you. Here, I want to help. There you go. And say thank you with humility and with love. That's what you got to do. That's what I'm doing anyway, and it's working for me. So I'm going to just want to let you know I'm okay. Really okay. Super okay. I have angels all around me. I am blessed beyond belief. And I am loved. And that's what matters. So I'm going to bid you all a fond adieu. You know the routine. No normal. No behaving. Go out there. Be a blessing to someone. And let someone bless you. And don't give them shit about it. Because we also need recipients as well as givers. And if you can be both. And in receiving, you are giving them a chance to give. So it's all, you're still giving. It's just selfishly done. It's cool. It works. So you guys take care. Stay fabulous. Stay tuned. Because summer's coming up. I got things going on. I got a gig coming up. I'll tell you all about it when it's firmed. But until then, Shutterbug out.